Welcome to Positive Bitch Lady, or as we like to say, Positive Power Lady. Listen in as your host, Sandy Joy Weston, takes on the hottest topics, explores how to deal with them in a positive, bold way, and highlights some amazing power ladies out in the world.
Hello, my girlfriends, my peeps, my Wonder Women, my awesome ladies, my power ladies. How are you? How are you doing with your goals, your intentions, your missions? The other day, I was reading my mission, and Megan, who's my operations manager, we always go back and forth. We have a mission and we have an intention. We go back and forth and read it when we get together to remind us what we really want and what we're going after and why. And I was reading the mission, and I could feel in my body that I really wasn't believing what I was saying. And that's because, not just because it was big what I was going after, because I've gone after plenty of big things, but I think it's been a while since I attained it. And all of a sudden I said to Megan, I said, you know what? I have to do that again. I can even feel myself not believing that this is really attainable. Forget about the naysayers out there. It just struck me so hard. And we think about power statements, intentions, vision boards, they're all great. Missions, positive power statements, I always say, what do you really want? Write it down, look at it, see it. But the biggest thing is you've got to feel it. That's right. Like, what are you feeling when you're saying it? It's not the words, that's coming out of your mouth, because, you can say a lot of words and they have a whole different meaning depending on how you're saying. But do you actually believe what you're saying? Do you believe it's possible? Because that's the thing about setting a mission and having intentions. You have to believe you deserve it, number one, and that it is possible, and that it's so possible. And I was thinking, God, is it too big what I want for SJW Productions to reach millions of people, to inspire them and create pure joy, millions from where I am? And then I thought about it. Put on the brakes. Think about what you have been successful with. Think about all the companies you have built. Think of what you've done with them when everyone else said it's never going to happen, and how it took longer than you thought, and people start saying, oh, it's never going to happen, it's never going to happen, you're never going to get that health club. It was like just the big running joke. And then, of course, it happened, and it was really successful. I'm so blessed. And here I sit again, like doubting myself. Am I going to be able to reach people on a mission? Will I be able to make a, really good living for myself and my family? All these little things that if I didn't stop and take a breath and I could feel it in my body, I might have just read it and said, yep, I believe it. And part of it is because I am doing this course. First I took Power of Focus, and now I'm doing Power of Emotion. And it really makes you think about what you're feeling, the sensation you're having in your body, because your reality is not what you think you're feeling. Your reality is what you're actually feeling. And sometimes, I can only speak for myself, I want to be joyful all the time, or passionate and excited, that I will just pretend I'm there, which is, I get rising to the occasion, but I'm not really honest with myself of really how I'm feeling. And we were talking about last night, just truly being with that feeling, even if it's in that fear-based state, so it can subside quicker and you can move on to the other things. So that's what I really wanted to talk to you about today, about what is one area of your life that you would like to right now, coming into the fall, have an intention, something you want to go after, whether it's personal, your finances, your career, your relationship. Just pick one area and an intention you want to go after. And yes, we definitely want to write it down. We definitely want to see it every single day. put it somewhere big to remind ourselves. But I want you to first think about, how do you want to feel about that area? Maybe you want to feel joy, passion, excitement, peace, freedom. So forget about being so specific about what you want in the area, but what emotion do you want to feel, which will then bring the thoughts and then bring the action. Let's say it's your relationship and you want to meet someone. So maybe you just want to feel love or frisky or excitement, and maybe you haven't met somebody like that in a while. And so you're saying, oh, Sandy, you're right. I can't get there. I haven't met someone I've been so excited about in so long, right? Well, then take a breath, take a break, and let's think about, if you're going to just stay in that area, think of a time that you did feel what you want to embrace, a time that you did feel excitement and love, and start feeling from there. There must have been a time in life that, maybe it's not a love relationship, but even a friendship with your kids or your family. Get inside it from there and feel it there first. Feel how it felt before, feel how you feel now about somebody else in that feeling, and then you can gradually get over to start really talking about it and feeling as if it already happened for you, what you want. Now, some people say, I just can't get there, in the relationship. I'm just so stuck in the fear-based stuff. I can't think of a time, it just doesn't seem real, that I was excited and couldn't wait to call him and see him or, be with him. Well, then what about another area of your life? So if the relationship area isn't something that you can really wrap your head around and get that feeling, then let's step off it. Because sometimes if you think about what you want, if you're really so much in that fear-based state of not having it, then even trying to put those power statements together and intentions or missions, all you do is think about the lack of not having it. So get off of it then and think about another area that maybe it's your career, maybe it's your children, maybe it's a hobby. What area of your life do you have that feeling in? Just to get your head in that mode. Maybe you get excited every time you take a walk or a hike or you bike, or you love your job. Like, what's one area? There's got to be some area that you feel that. And dwell on that and visualize that and get there, and then gradually get over to the other area you want to think about. And it might take you to take a step back and really, really, like I did, be honest with yourself. Because I opened up to Megan. I said, you know what? I'm not believing this. I think I've been writing that for too long, that it just, if I'm being honest, I can feel the discord in my body. I feel the emotion. It just doesn't, there's disbelief going on there. There's doubt. Maybe it's the pressure of hearing about how tough things are out there. There's a lot of negative chatter, like so many saturated markets, even more so now that everybody's virtual. People don't have jobs, now that we're still not able to go full out, and all that stuff can get in your head. So it's a lot of negative chatter that you need to filter and block. But in order to do that, you really have to take the time to be with yourself and to be okay with being frustrated, angry, whatever it is, doubtful, guilty, whatever it is, and just be with it. Now, we were talking about that the other night in my course. That doesn't mean you continue the thoughts and justify why you are feeling angry or frustrated or anxiety. It just means you feel the emotion in your body and you're present with it, because when you really do that, it subsides and you can get through it quicker and tell yourself it's okay, whatever it's feel. That doesn't mean you act on it, whether you're feeling hatred, disappointment, guilt, frustration, anxiety, whatever it is, just being with it. It's scary at first to admit you have that, but we all do. And maybe during these times we have it a little more, and that's okay. So for me, I know that's a big thing to say, wow, I didn't realize how much I had those feelings. But being okay that I'm having it, breathing, relaxing, not wanting to do anything, just letting it go through my body. That doesn't mean I act on it, and it doesn't mean I give it other thoughts to fuel it, because I do know, and it's not just from one source. If you don't start thinking thoughts to chain them together, it only takes 90 seconds and it will leave your body. It's only when we go and try to justify it and think the next thought and the next thought. Just be with it. I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you with little tips that you can work on and train yourself, because this is not something that just happens overnight. Every little bit helps. The little things you do every single day. The little meditations, the little journaling, the podcasts to help you, anything to get you in this zone. So look at it. Look at what your mission is or your intention in a certain area. How do you want to feel in that area? And what's the best way for you to get there? All right? Either something still in that area that you can dwell on. Like for me, for my career, I'm going to think about all those other times I've done it before, and I can get in that passion, excitement, and financial freedom space, and then I can go and state what I want in the future for SJW Productions. I can't wait to hear from you. I'm excited for you. If this was helpful, please send it to somebody else, like it, and be sure to subscribe. And until next time, you know what I'm going to say. Toodles!
Thanks for listening. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And remember, stay powerful.